Okay, so it's October the 2nd, Sunday, October 2nd, and we're addressing the issue of water leak at 3401 Underwood Road in Conyers, Georgia, 30013. And as we said yesterday, we suspected that there was a pipe that had ruptured somewhere on the southeast side of the southwest side of the house. And so for perspective, let me just back up and give the same shot that I did yesterday. We again thought that it may have been coming from the place where there is a water where there's a water faucet on the side of the house. That wasn't it. Sure enough, the whole side of the house was wet. You can see the puddle here of water on this side of the house. So the house sits on a slab, and the slab is elevated. The house is elevated from that slab by what appears to be cinder block. It's sitting on cinder block on all four sides. And so it was determined by a gentleman who is an engineer that perhaps there was flooding underneath the house, that because of the amount of water, that there was flooding underneath the house and the water is being trapped. So I'm going to give you a shot of this water. If you can see that, there is water right here coming out of that cinder block. Spewing out of the cinder block, right. And so we're determining that the whole underside of the house on this side where the pipe is ruptured is probably flooded. The whole underside, I'll say again, of the house on this side where the pipe is ruptured is probably flooded. So what we're going to do is turn the water off at the property and punch a hole in the cinder block on the back side of the house to relieve some of that water pressure. We've put a small hole here, and as you can see, there's several places in the cinder block where water is seeping through. So that indicates to us that water is at a pretty high level underneath the house. We're very, very fortunate that we caught it at this point so that we didn't do any structural damage to the house because of continued flooding. Saul, anything you want to add?
I'll just go ahead and right now they're going to need to put an access door right here in the at the bottom of the house right here. So in the future, if this happens again, they'll have easy access into the crawl space under the house. Right now, what I'm going to do is punch a hole in to relieve this water and get it out of here, because if these cinder blocks don't dry by wintertime, they could cause freezing and cracking of the cinder blocks there. So we have to get this water out from here as soon as possible, and we'll get a plumber out here to take care of this problem as soon as possible.
Awesome. Again, this is Muhammad Mahdi, 3401 Underwood Road in Conyers, Georgia, 30013. Thank you so much.